Hey, I'm Pam Duthie, and isn't it an awesome day to boost our sales on Etsy? So, we are in the middle of one change a day for the month of August, and I hope that's going well for you guys. If you let me know in the comments down below how your shops are getting on, and more importantly, how you're getting on with trying up one different change every single day for the month, keeping yourself busy and active in your shop, learning something new, trying out different ideas. And what we're going to want to do today is I just want to have a look at EtsyRank to use the grade checker to improve one of our listings. And all you got to do, now I'm using EtsyRank Pro here, this is the paid subscription, but actually this works perfectly well. You don't need to pay a penny, you can just use the free version. It has the fantastic functionality anyway. So I would advise, if you haven't used EtsyRank, and the link will be in the description down below, if you haven't used EtsyRank, pop over, log yourself into an account. It's a fantastic tool that really helps you speed things up and see at a glance what you're doing right and wrong. Like all tools, it's not perfect and it doesn't give a guarantee of anything. It's only as good as the information that we give it, but it's certainly very helpful and helps focus your mind. And using the keyword ranker, using your listings ranker, this can really help you just make a change ever so quickly. So what I'm going to show you, once you're logged into your account, then we're just going to come into shop and then grades. And this is just going to bring up a list of grades for all your items. Now, like I say, yes, it is possible that you have a listing that doesn't have perfect grades, because it's just talking about best practices for SEO. This doesn't always say that your item's going to be perfectly ranking well. You know, not all these A grades are ranking on page 1, and actually some things that are not A grades could be ranking, because if your picture is fantastic, if people buy it a lot, it that's the most important thing for Etsy. These ranks are just here to help us give Etsy the best chance of understanding what we're on about, but if we're doing fantastically, that can overwrite great grades. Wow, speaking. So it shows you at a glance loads of your listings and gives them grades and even a snazzy colour. It tells us also the conversion rate, how often it's being seen to how often it's selling, which is fantastic because obviously you want them to convert the most. So this gives you an idea of your listings that are doing the best and the listings that are doing the least. Gives you lots of information here, a number of views, how many tags you've got. This could be important to change, and also the number of images. At the minute in time, I'm running probably only on about 5 images on most of my listings. There's only so many ways you can see the same thing, and the same here with my digital stamp. I've only got 1 image because that's really all I need. I could add more later, but I'm happy with that for the minute. But if we have a look, we're mainly all A's and B grades here, and as I scroll down you start to see a couple of C grades, so it's showing that there is stuff I can work on, there is things that I can improve in my shop. And at a glance, in a second, you can improve your listings. So if you actually just click on this, if you click on listings audit for that listing, just take a minute to pull it all up, and this takes us to an individual page for your item, which is so helpful. And it tells us all these things, how many times it's sold, when you updated it, which is probably a relist or changing it, how many hearts it's got, how old it is, what the grade is, and lots of really interesting, useful information. And you've got a list down the side here, and we can see I've got a red check here saying tag count, which means I've actually only got 12 tags here. So another bit that's really useful. Now, as we can see, this is a rather old listing of mine. So it's something, I've got a lot of listings, and some of them are a bit old that I only update when I need to. I update not everything all at once, but one thing at a time. So it's almost like the fourth road bridge, the fourth the fourth bridge. I'm constantly having to start at one end and work my way through, and then how I decide how I'm going to have tags and titles, how I do my SEO, that might change before I get to the end of all my listings. So some of the listings the SEO isn't too great on, so I've got to work on them all. And this is a great example. Not only do I only have 12 tags, but they're fairly terrible tags, like a tag for grey. Absolutely rubbish. And unfortunately, this has been taken out as my VIP tag, which is what they're saying is fantastic and well optimized for, because it's in the start of my title and it's a tag. But that's not really something I want to rank for. If someone's searching for grey, they're fairly unimaginative in their searches. And we can see this is really quite terrible. What you're wanting for as many tags as possible, or at least for your VIP tags, you're wanting the tag to be used in the title and near the start of the title, and it has to be used in the description and if possible near the start of the description. So you want as many checks as you can here. And as we can see, I don't have a whole lot of checks at all. It's fairly rubbish. These listings here are doing a little bit better, but they're mainly very bad. Grey, cat, kitten, and then we've got some better, needle felted cat and cat sculpture. So I would say these are kind of good, and they're actually not too massively crazy competition. The demand's okay, and the engagement when people find them is pretty good. So these are good ones to have. These are kind of rubbish. So what we're going to want to do is identify one listing that we think is a bit rubbish, this one, and all you have to do is hit edit listing from here, and that'll take you directly to that Etsy page where you can edit that listing and try and make it a wee bit better. So let's see what we can do here. So just hit edit. It's going to bring up a page, and we know the tags are terrible. So I'm going to scroll down to the tags and just remove most of these. Not needing all my team names. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. So needle felted cat and cat sculpture. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's see what else was in my title that I could use. Felted kitten. Yeah, that might work. I'm not checking them just now to see how competitive they are, but this is just a little bit to improve things. Cat art, kitten sculpture. What could we have? We could have felt cat, felt kitten, custom felt cat. Right, what else is in the title? Custom cat sculpture. Let's see if that fits. It does indeed. Felt kitten. Oh, I've already used that. Oh yeah, not paying attention there. Custom. Let's think. Needle. Even though I think that's terrible English, needle felting is actually quite a searched term. Needle felting cat. It's bad English, but people search for it. So I need one more. What shall we go? Felting kitten. Now I could also, in things like this, think of more terms, perhaps breeds of cat or anything like that, but I'm just trying to do this nice and quickly to show. I've come in, I've sorted out all my tags. So what we can do, just for nice and easy, now I would want to generally write a good description here that included the terms, that included the tags that I'm looking for, but we're just doing this in a bit of a hurry. So one thing you can do to make sure you've got your most important tags at the beginning of your description is to copy the title. But I don't think I need to say small sized again, because the next line is already saying it's a listing for a small sized, and that's not really something I need desperately with the tags and everything. But we've got quite a lot of the tags in the description now and in the title, so I'm going to save that and then nip back to our audit and see. Sometimes it takes a minute for the updates to come through, but hopefully, yep, we've gone straight up to an A grade just with that little change. So that's something simple you can do, and you can see with putting them all in, I've got a whole lot of ticks, and instead of grey being my needle, instead of grey being my VIP tag is needle felted, which I'm pretty happy with that. I want my shop to be found for needle felted. So that is all we're looking to do here, just make one change to improve one listing towards an A grade. I hope that was helpful. Let us know in the comments down below how your shop's getting on with all of these changes, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.